Hello and good morning. It's Monday morning. I am a sleepy Sally because of homework. And I am a little behind on watching your videos, but I'll get to them when I get to them. Gosh, what has been up? I think I last made a video for you on Wednesday. That's my guess. I'm just gonna roll with that, to be honest. And what have I done? On Thursday, I had dinner with my friend Maria. I'm not very close with Maria yet, maybe. Not that I really have time for new friends, but she kind of needs it a lot. Her partner just broke up with her, and she doesn't really have a support system, and she's trying to move to West Philly. There's a whole bunch going on in Maria's life. So I'm perhaps attempting to adopt her a small amount, and we made teriyaki, veggies, and watched moving art, and that was nice. And she's a baker, so she had to leave around like 9 because she's got to wake up at 4 a.m. or whatever to get stuff done for the bakery. So I got up pretty early night, and that was nice. And then Friday we got out of work early, which was rad. And I did so many things on Friday after work. What are the things that I did? Well, first I went shopping, grocery shopping. And then I went to Kenny's to give Kenny a couple groceries and play with the kitten. And then I went home. Well, then I met up with Ben Fritzen and we walked to my house together. And we watched Steven Universe. And then Jacob came over, and then Jacob and I went out to dinner at Tampopo and got caught in the pouring rain, and it was wonderful. It was just like a lovely warm summer rain. We had warning. We stepped out of Tampopo with our leftovers, and the sky was like, shit, batten down the hatches. You're gonna get rained on real bad. So we put all of our electronics in the bottom of my bag and put a plastic bag over them, and we're like, here's hoping. We can't sprint 7 blocks, 8 blocks. We're just gonna get wet, and that's what's gonna happen. And indeed, that is precisely what happened. We got super rained on, and it was just lovely, and it was, I don't know, I really enjoyed the heck out of it. I like walking in warm summer rain, and that is exactly what happened. This is so many ants. I'm not gonna show you because you might be weirded out by that, but there are so many ants that I thought someone spilled brown paint on the ground. Gosh. Anyway, so that was Friday night. And then Saturday, Minnie came in. Minnie is my tiny friend. She is one of the co-producers of Peer Review. Her name is Minnie, and she's like this big. You probably saw the picture I tweeted of Minnie next to Rin. It's hilarious. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly, but I think Minnie's head came up to Rin's collarbone or something in this picture. Tall and small indeed. So I spent a lot of the day hanging out with Minnie and did not accomplish a large amount of homework, which I really should have, but I was like, it's Minnie, I don't spend a lot of time with her, we should interact. Should not have done that. I should have done my homework. Ooh, I'm gonna run for this light a little bit. There we go, ran for the light, all good. And then Saturday evening was kind of butts. Jacob and I had bought tickets ages ago to go see Caravan Palace, who are one of my favorite bands in the whole world. I love the heck out of them. Honestly, I might even write a freaking review somewhere. It was miserable. They oversold the venue by 300 to 500 people. It was so ridiculously packed. Standing room, maybe not even breathing room. There were just so many people in that venue. It was really, really unpleasant. Immensely unpleasant. And the music also was at a 6, it could have easily gone 40% lower, and I would have been able to hear it better. I had earplugs in. Fucking bless Jacob brought earplugs, and it was still uncomfortably loud. So we left. We left a concert I've been looking forward to for months and paid a lot of money for because of the sunk cost fallacy. I was like, oh, I spent a lot for those tickets, but I shouldn't make my, like, the money's already gone. I should not make myself miserable for the sake of money that is already gone. Oh, those flowers are so pretty. Anyway, I'll take pictures of them later in the week, I'm sure. And so we left. I'm like really unhappy that we needed to, but we did. We really, really did. So Jacob's friend Lauren, who I guess is my friend also now, which is nice, was like, there's actual swing, like, we went kind of in the hopes we might be able to get a little bit of dancing in the back of the theater, because they're an electro swing band. When I last saw them, I don't know, 5 years ago, the venue was still crowded, but you could move a little bit, and so when a crowd of a dozen of us began to spontaneously dance, it spontaneously began to dance in the back of the room, there was a little bit of room for us to swing, you know, swing each other around. I'm not saying huge, but you know, like X elbow room around each person or something. Impossible. I wore dancing shoes for nothing. So then Lauren was like, there is dancing a 10-minute drive away, come grab a lift. And so she met us at the TLA and the three of us took a lift down together. And so we went to swing dancing. But I was like still having a kind of anxious, unpleasant time in my head, so I was kind of too anxious to dance to anyone. So I basically also paid entrance for that dance and then sat on the side while my friends enjoyed themselves, which is a bum, and I'm gonna try to work on some strategies to make myself be less anxious next time when I want to go dancing. Like contra dancing is easier because they tell you the steps, so like, and they walk you through it. So if I'm like, oh god, I don't know if I can do it, I've got a chance to try. Like I can start in at the beginning of the dance and be like, all right, can I figure this out? And the answer is usually yes. Swing dancing is not the same. You have to like figure out what somebody wants based on how, like, are they pressing on your hand? Are they lifting your hand? Are they pulling on your back? Have they let your back go? I don't know any of, like, it's a vocabulary, and it's not just like I need to practice and learn the vocabulary. It's also that each thing could mean something different depending on who's doing it. And I'm not great at body language, so swing dancing may not be my jam, but that's okay. Anyway, Sunday I basically spent most of the day doing homework, except in the morning I was leading a queer Torah study. I got excited for a second. I thought it was Balak and Balaam. I looked it up on Friday night, and it was like, this week is Balak and Balaam, and I was like, oh great, I love that story. And it turns out it's not. It was because, you know, the week switches over. It was the daughters of Zelophehad, which is even better for a queer Torah study. Oh, so it was the daughters of Zelophehad, and then we also like grabbed a bit from the previous one, because the parsha switched like mid-story, and it was one with like the Moabite harlots and the Midianite woman and Pinchas, son of Eleazar, stabbing them, and God being like, thanks for stabbing that man and his foreign wife, or foreign woman, like, you have turned my wrath off. And so we were all like, and talked a lot about that. So yeah, Torah study, and then studying. There's more, but the train is here and I don't want to talk loudly on the train, so bye!